the odds?
No, 1 in 16.
1 in 16.
I got it for you.
It's always the one map none of us get.
Oh, they banned both.
They let the Fanny open though. And the Povius open.
I remember that Fanny is super menacing, even winning a game against ONIC, I believe, in the regular season.
Yes.
Value in me?
They still have the same thing for BTR, so are they prioritizing the Povius? Yes sir, for TLID. So BTR, do they have the enough courage to pick up the Fanny here? Or they don't care about it at all, just ignore the Fanny, let it be. But again though, if you're winning up 2-0, picking up Fanny, and making the other team or their next opponent to overthink a little bit about it, it's not bad.
No, not a bad idea.
Probably a Claude here.
Yeah,
You say
it's a
Fanny,
Claude.
Fanny Claude?
I don't know about the
Claude.
Fanny. I think at this point, I like what TLID is doing because Fanny and also Paquito is quote-unquote countered by the full.
Yes, and gets answered by the Paquito, by the Povius. Oh, they're thinking it though. They're taking a long time here. Oh, you want a Fanny? Do you want a Fanny or do you want a Kalea Fanny? No,
Kalea Claude.
they're just gonna Kalea Claude.
Alright.
But again, though, I think this is also a set up for a Fanny pick. Because if you pick up the Kalea, right, this Fanny quote-unquote is also having a hard time with the Tsunami Slam, with the CC of the Kalea.
It is countered to a degree
Yes.
right here. Now for TL, the concern now is to make sure they don't get zoned out, right? Because remember, the Povius gets left alone for so much.
You still
Leo more Cho.
pick up the Cho again
Why would you not go for
against the
Gato?
Kalea. Yes, why?
The Cho, like you already have the evidence in the second game.
Probably they're setting up a Fanny pick from BTR. If you play Gatot, you're much weaker.
Still though.
Yeah, still though, yes.
Or
I
they could
do
just
agree.
play other jungler here. They don't have to go for the Fanny.
I do agree. But again though,
That's the
BTR,
mind games, right?
That's the mind games. Are you brave enough to pick up the Fanny here?
Into a Cho.
Yes, of course. They are
Cold-blooded.
2-0.
Ego man.
Ego man, they're 2-0 up. They have the Kalea already. So they just banned the what? Because the Zetian and also the mid laner that answers the Kalea have a hard time against the Fanny, right?
Yeah.
It's true. Oh,
They ban out the Moskov.
The golden angle right here, I guess.
They ban out the Moskov. They ban out. I think they're gonna ban out the
Zetian.
Harriet. I don't know. Harriet. The Zetian is not bad. It's actually pretty bad
Against a Fanny.
against a
especially.
Fanny and a Claude. So for TLID, what do you want to ban? I think you want to ban out the mid lane, but there's so many options for both teams. They just ban out the Alice. They ban out the XP laner that answers the Povius.
Right. Man, not a lot of front lines for Megatron just yet, but they've been playing this mobility style that they don't really sit around to accept that damage. They don't want to go for that though. They need more crowd control. Relying only on the Kalea might be a bit too predictable.
A Terizla will not be bad for Megatron.
Yeah.
Who's also tanky boy.
Slow though.
Can be also the first man. And also can set up and can somehow at certain degrees make the Leo Mortal life a bit harder with the penalty zone if he gets caught in it.
Because some international events as well here in Jakarta International Velodrome. I mean, I assume it's international. Maybe it's not.
Everything goes.
International is a mindset as the Valir
They went off Valir, yeah.
is the
Answer.
next bad here.
Do you just want to pick up the Valentina for Moreno, for the Maestro? You can get the Phantom Steed again.
Yeah.
Also, you can be a Povius to a certain extent. Or just saves up for the last pick and pick up a Terizla here. He's somewhat
as
tanky.
well,
Or Uranus is also not bad pick here. Do you agree, Sheffield, as the Uranus man
But
yourself?
it seems like TLID, they want to get something of a shred in the gold lane here.
Carry? But there's still Yves still open, Parsha still open.
But what else though do they want to go for?
For TLID, I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't know what's good for the marksman, for the gold laner. But here, a Uranus or Terizla, or even a Glue. Anyone that can be the first man for Bigatron will work here.
Well, Glue gets the Phobius is already a good winning matchup.
And also a very good matchup for the Phobius Blue matchup. The carry still pick. There's still Farsha for Mr. the Maestro, Mr. Moreno.
That's true.
To answer the carry. But what you want to pick here as the mid laner? Do you want to deny pick? No. I think the Fantina, just to be safe from the Fanny.
You get a Tsunami Slam, right? Counter the Fanny.
But if you don't care, just pick up the Zetian.
Even then, like I thought they're gonna pick the Valier for TLID, but they banned it.
They banned it themselves, yeah. They're afraid if they pick up the Valier for... Oh, they go Lunox. Wow.
It makes some sense.
Yes.
Good early laning, right? So clear. Good burst damage.
It's a Farsha, no? It's a Farsha or Lilia.
No?
It's a Farsha. Yeah, Yves makes sense, Farsha makes sense, or Lilia makes sense.
I think
Lilia is to make more sense. It's a good matchup against the Lunox. It's also pretty good against the Leomord and the Povius. But if you want the long range to poke out the carry...
Is there a curveball here, honestly?
For Selena?
Selena?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
so.
I don't think so. Selena is...
Too much mobility on this side.
I just want to see him on a Selena, that's it. That's just the bias in me.
It's gonna be Farsha or Lilia, I think. I feel like, or Valentina if they want. So let's see what the Maestro, the last pick, or the Yi. That's boring, but again, this answers the
you gotta
Lunox.
keep a level head, man. This is Bigatron we're talking about.
It answers out the Lunox and also answers out the carry in the late game with the range, the pokes.
All right.
Is it 3? I feel like it's 3-0.
Yeah, I think Bigatron's draft is a lot more, I don't know, man, a lot more calculated, a lot more straightforward. I mean, again, if TLID can get Bigatron off guard, if they can catch him off guard, there is some possibility here, but it's so slim.
Yeah, possibly the last game of this match. Let's throw it over to our casters.
Thank you, panelists. As we take a look at possibly and what could be the last game, not only for them, for TLID in this playoffs, but also for them, at least until next season, and then they can change a few things. But man, oh man, Bigatron by Vitality came in today, locked in online, and it seems like the Red Robots will not stop their onslaught today.
Shout out to a young man from Malaysia. Mr. LaFell says it's no longer Bigger Choke, it's Bigger Clutch.
Bigger Clutch. Let's take a look at this game now. This could be the decider. Game 3, Bigatron by Vitality against TLID. Can they bring that spark back like we saw in Game 1 and Game 2?
That's a good question. TLID, they were always, on the verge of coming back. Game number 2, it was so close. They had to make some bombastic decisions because Bigatron were able to just hold them down. And again, in the mid lane, when it comes to just pure laning, it's going to be very tough for TLID to walk up here. Mid prio for the Yves against the Lunox. You can see Drichel gets zoned already against a Fanny. With this much killing pressure early on, it's always tough.
Yep, it's like giving or handing your name to a death note because Bigatron by Vitality with the Fanny available too.
Perfect timing, they go for the kill, and Nile is always fantastic on the cables.
Fantastic Fanny is what we call him as well. So good on the Fanny, and
FF.
This was also, oh, hold on a minute, Keven is gonna be okay, it seems like. But yeah, you did say it, mid prio is on the hands of Bigatron. And then you have the carry that has to play the late game. Up against a Yves, you don't want to walk into the chess box as we take a look at the emblems by you. Pull yourself together for both the Yves and the Kalea. They want better cycles. It seems like they want to get those resources up and online faster. The agility on the Phovius, both also for the glue, means that they want to move fast and quick.
The classic setup here for Bigatron. Again, to double pull yourself together despite not being on the same picks. He still likes to pull yourself together. At least we don't get a sprint on you, right? I mean, Moreno really likes that sprint. Mid prio equals to Nile here, getting a level advantage. A kill over the Lunox earlier. No purple buff though. That's always a problem for the Fanny. I don't think he's going to be able to go for the neutral objective straight out. He's going to have to wait for the purple buff, and that gives tempo to TLID.
That's true, especially with the Leomord. One of the stronger, I'd say, heroes to take on the neutral objective. But as a Fanny, as Nile, I think all he needs to do is just walk in with the cables, come flying in with the Retribution. Leone going on Finn, but no fight has broken out just yet. Only a few pokes, though. Nile is close by, has the purple buff ready.
Shogun with the jump in forward. Aran trying to do some zoning. Trying to open up. Finn jumps in with the jump. Tsunami Slam locks him down into the RWM, and now they go for the damage. Nile Almost takes on Leonis. Alana gets mounted up, and now he's gonna go for the damage on Nile. He can't get the last Infernal Pursuit over, but he flickers in forward. Now on the jump, Aran gets the kill, and in the end, it's a 1-for-1, but Aran is surely gonna fall as Shogun brings him into the mobilization. Moreno trying his best to kill him. It will be the Maestro again to be fed in these kills.
The early kill pressure is so good from Bigatron by Vitality. TLID, at least they get the objective. The Phantom Steed popped as well. A bit of, I'd say, respite, a momentary respite for TLID after losing 3 players. 2 kills towards Nile, 1 for Moreno. We did see what the Fanny can do in the playoffs with Zara 7-0 in like 5 minutes. Nile, not much less. Obviously, one of the better Fanny players in MPL ID. Orange buff will be next. But now, the question is, how will they bypass and access that backline, right? With the hands of Moreno, especially when you need someone to disrupt him. Sure, you have a Cho, but then it has to go through the glue. It has to go through a Kalea that will always be there to chain CC you, the Tsunami Slam as well, just locking you in place. A lot of checkboxes, I'd say, needs to be ticked by TLID. For Bigatron by Vitality, again, just feeding, you know, the advantages to the Fanny. Ooh, force flicker there from Ren.
Yeah, just gonna go for the respect, man. No reason to risk it. You already got 3 eliminations, which means it's building up for that pull yourself together for the extra cooldown. So he's all fine. A Dandy Findo on the other side. Gonna go for Leone. Moreno again with a spacing on Leone. He knows he's got it now. Nile takes Leone down again. 0-1-0. It's just happened so many times throughout the series.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful showing. RWM as well. Help clears the wave and potentially hooks Drichel back. Yo!
A jump in, Tsunami Slam as well. The Purify will be baited out, and that's all she wrote. BTR will take that win.
That's a Purify as well for kills, so that's going to be a very, very good resource burn, especially the objective will spawn on 25 seconds. Glowing Wand, first item for the Lunox. That's what we expect as well.
Yep.
And now, obviously Moreno with the Eve, he can't, it's not as, I'd say, safe as the Juiced. He can't play as aggressive. Or can he? Right, that's the question. Can he play that aggressive? Because we know what Moreno likes to do. We know that he can sometimes make a play out of the box. Yeah, Sky Piercer, why not, right? Artillery Mage, right? You can hit from afar. It's better than a Juiced that needs to chase down. You could just spam skill 1 and then possibly get the stack. But yeah, Hirara. I'd say the Guardian of Hanabi, right?
Leone with the jump, they're gonna go for the insta-kill bunch. Shogun deleted. Even with the flicker, he tried to escape, but it is no way you get away from that. Leone with the jump again, trying to go for it. Finn is looking for a possible pickoff. He knows Tsunami Slam is, or so he knows the Purify's down into the RWM and the Blazing Duet. They get a trade in the end. It's a turtle and the kill on Shogun for a kill on the gold laner. Hold on, Keven.
Oh, 1v1.
Steed, Nile. Oh, the cut through the wall. Is it going to be a Sokolil?
And he shouts out, who's going to chirp now? Because Nile is able to get the solo kill. Beautiful showing by Nile. And Bigatron by Vitality, yes, they get the kills, all 6 of them. But at least for TLID, they're sort of aligning, which I don't think is the biggest one. At least they can get the neutral objective.
No way.
And now the purple buff. Oh, Nile will not commit to it.
Yeah.
But at least for TLID, they can get the turtles here and there. But what does it mean if Bigatron can get 6 kills?
Uh-oh. Shogun, man. He puts the immobilization down and he just waits there. Stands there unfazed against TLID. And this is really concerning for TLID if we look at it, right? They have really good scaling. They can still scale, but the thing is, they lose out on too much gold at the start of the game, even with the neutral objectives here. BTR scale even better because they can keep the carries of TLID at bay. The Kalea also a very good way to just lock the phobias. And if the Kalea doesn't work, the glue's there too.
Don't you forget the scaling. TLID, like you said, super strong. The Lunox and the carry. Monsters in the late game. But yeah, Bigatron by Vitality. So many layers that you have to go through. You have some sort of zoning tool, wins box that you need to go through. And then there's a Kalea. The Fanny will come swinging in. Yes, you have good setup with the Phobius, with the Leomort, but then you have to go through a lot of these Bigatron by Vitality players. You play on a cycle, TLID. You need to make decisions quick. And Bigatron, for the first time they want to contest this, it seems like TLID. are standing close by Tsunami Slam.
On Leone, they're gonna get the kill straight up. Finn is the one who gets it with a concussive blast, I believe. The start to the fight, that is not good for TLID. Look at him on. Oh my god, he's getting burst Drichel down. Aran gonna be caught on the mountain as well. That's an all-in over them. Keven walks in, but he's gonna lose out to the retchery of Nile. And a killing spree as well as Aran's gonna get mounted on as the Dark Wave lands on 2. But there's no way he jumps. It's Finn with a walk down as well. Shogun is able to flicker in low. What is lazy duet from Iman. Moreno with a kill. Drichel taken low. The glowing wand ticks down on him. And it's a double kill for the Maestro.
It's gone from bad to worse for TLID. Bigatron by Vitality. No mercy. Taking control of this game yet again.
Chance.
They will try to munch on the mid lane turret. And Nile
No way.
gets an orange buff too. He wants to 1v1 Keven. There was a thought that flinged onto his mind, but no. Safety is still #1 priority.
1,000 gold lead in 8 minutes. But this time with a composition that's just much more deadly.
Yeah.
If you get gold, if you get resources, the Eve, the
Fanny?
Claude, the Fanny, it's such a greedy composition, but they pull it off at the right time, I think, you know? When TLID are at the lowest, when it comes to morale, when it comes to confidence, and when Bigatron, all 5 of them are at their peak after a comeback, that honestly, they started themselves last game.
Well, they're on a thin thread now, hanging, walking a fine line of make or break. TLID might just lose out. Bigatron, you need to close the game still. TLID, we've seen them scale. We've seen them pull the impossible off. We've seen them come back from such a deep and buried 6 feet under. They're able to somehow resurrect themselves. Drichel will still be there, but at least there's the Brilliance Order to have that orange form, and Nile will not be tempted to go in for the solo kill. Item build by Dunia Games. While we take a look at Bigatron just munching on the thermal buff. So all fine and dandy so far for everyone, but Nile, full damage items. Have to see Malefic Roar as well. Brute Force can wait. It's all about the damage early on. And now you wait and you ask, when will TLID hit the power spike? When will they be able to scale? 2 items carry usually can already fight. But it's way too dangerous for now for Bigatron for TLID to walk in. That's a free lord they know, and they have to concede too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's such a good mix of damage as well for Bigatron, the artillery as well. That's why we don't like the Lunox and the carry pick. And that's why even though, you know, it was a good call, the carry pick. Oh, Drichel's walking up. Tsunami Slam. Cho gonna get taken down again. They're walking into these bushes. Shogun gonna walk up again, blazing a wet coming up from Iman, and the RW went from Moreno. DL basically got wiped. It's just the rookie of the season left alive.
They are gone. Evaporated, obliterated by the machinery that looks to kill again and again.
No way.
Holy defenses popped. And this is a slow burn death for TLID. Not the way you want. If you're gonna leave this competition, not like this. Bigatron, they'll take it slow. Or will they? Because they still have a Lord. And down bottom, that wave is gonna crash in. TLID, base defense again. But in 11 minutes, they lose 2 structures. That's a nightmare for them to handle.
Luckily for them, it's not the far lane, but I don't think they can even defend the far lane. That's just the thing again with the Lunox and the carry. Up against the Eve, it's so tough. Tsunami Slam baits on the Purify. Keven gets on the horse, but Leone, he's able to go for the kick on Shogun, but now it's gonna be Nile in the back line with the cut throw as well. The blazing wedge built and shreds through Keven.
Is it over?
RWM from the Maestro. Zoning Kyo and Drichel. Fit with the jump in the back line. That's Aran jumping all over the place as Iman goes over the gun down, and Nile picks up the kill. Again, it's Shogun walking up. Iman with the win, and
it's
nature stays on the base, and that's Bigatron to make it to the lower bracket finals.
Welcome, Bigatron by Vitality to the lower bracket finals. TLID, a team built with doubt. Yet they defied the odds in the regular season. Back to the playoffs, they won. The best coaching staff of the season. Drichel won the rookie of the season. And all those expectations blew in the water. It's Bigatron by